FYI, guys, I do not want you to quit your job. There's no trading strategy that you can possibly learn in 30 days to allow you to do something like this. This takes years and years of experience. This is all a joke, guys. Laughs and giggles. Ha 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 ha. Okay, now with that said, let's jump right into the video. So in this video, we're just going to recap a couple of the strategies and one of the indicators that is for ICT. The LuxAlgo just came out with this inversion, the inversion fair value gap, and how beneficial it could be, but also implementing and understanding what ICT training is, inner circle trading, right? Me as a professional trader, when people talk about these concepts, I understand them just because when I look at inner circle trading, it's a lot of the things that I already knew, right? When I started trading and I see their breakdowns, this is just common knowledge for me as a professional trader, right? ICT trainer could be anything, right? It can be liquidity grabs, it could be understanding supply and demand issue areas, fair value gaps. It's a whole bunch of concepts in one. That's what I think a lot of people get confused about, and then they have the turtle soup definition of trading, and it starts to become something that is, I think, overcomplicated. I guess putting all these scenarios into one, and then the mixology going there. I think that's what confuses a lot of professional traders. But it's a good concept for a new beginner to understand and learn. Do I think you're going to be profitable? Yes, if you understand what a fair value gap is. Yes, if you understand what liquidity is. Yes, if you understand supply and demand, because those are some of the trading techniques that they implement, right? So those are some of the good techniques that they implement, and their strategy is always buy low, sell high. I mean, we all want to do that, but figuring out the order blocks, figuring out different concepts, their methodology is a little bit different. They don't go off of chart patterns, etc. They go off of you're gonna be understanding displacement, market structure shift. These are some of the concepts that they teach and preach. Obviously, the fair value gap, which is very, very essential in understanding how to utilize this. This is what we're going to go over, and you must know, if you're going to use this indicator, you must already have an idea of what ICT is, right? And because if you understand it and understand their concepts, you will trade a lot better with this indicator. So I'm going to pull up the indicator in a minute, and we're going to talk about it, but just have an idea what their mythology of large order blocks, market structure, support and resistance, their order flow. This is what they philosophize, and which a lot of traders do too. I do too, right? I use a lot of opens. I use a lot of these things. I know what market structure shift is. So just being an experienced trader, me coming in, these concepts I kind of already have to know, right? So let's just jump right into it. So I'll explain the indicator and how it's working, but you have to understand the dynamics between ICT as well, because it's not just one trading strategy. It's like 10 in one, right? That's the complicated thing. Okay, we're gonna test out this ICT concept, LuxAlgo inversion indicator, and we're gonna see how well it is. So let's go to indicators, guys. Let's do LuxAlgo inversions. All right, let's click that to the chart. All right, so basically, and then let's go down to columns and let's adjust this to 2. All right, let's adjust this and take this down to the 2 level. All right, so we're gonna back test it. We'll start the day off Pacific time. We'll go back to August 8th, and I'll explain a little what you see. You're seeing supply, demand, but you're also gonna be seeing a support zone. It starts to show a support zone and then resistance. You see how this is green because this was bought, and you see immediately over here this is red because there was a sell-off. Now this becomes the, what does it become? supply. There's too much supply, so there's a lot of selling pressure right here. But as you come down here, this is the demand zone. So this is what's going to help push the price up, seeing this zone right here. So it's pretty good. Let's just see if it's accurate and if it actually plays out. So it's showing you big support. It's showing you a big demand zone right here. And in theory, it's supposed to go up from here. So let's just see what would have happened if the day closed. All right, so we're back testing. Market popped. It did go up, okay? But there's huge selling pressure in this whole area. And we're forming, you got to remember, this is an order block showing to the buy side. So it is turning green, even though we're in the red zone. It's showing that there's a good amount of, let's see, there's a lot of supply up here. This is why we're going and, okay, there's your supply, and here's the demand. Short for support and resistance. It's doing pretty good. It actually is bouncing off resistance, bouncing off of the, wow, okay, let's see what happens when it comes close to this red area, if it actually sells off or goes through for a breakout. Okay, you would sell off. Wow, it did sell off. Pretty impressive for this indicator. Pretty impressive. Let's see if it buys. Okay, it's supposed, okay, it did pop. It popped. It showed that there was a lot of demand. Okay, but wait, it's showing a mixed signal demand. Now we're seeing resistance, back in. Let's see if we get the price, and we did. It popped over. Wow. I'm actually, you have to understand how this indicator is working and the concept of ICT to really understand this. This is not just supply and demand, support and resistance. There's an inversion as well, which it's basically telling you this is a big buying order block right here, anywhere for all the way down. So you would be in a long, right? You would be in a long, and let's see if this is right. And this would be where the selling pressure would come in at 36. And it is long. Wow, this is really, really, it's a good indicator, actually. This is a very good indicator. Okay. This is, yeah, because it was still buying, but it was red and it still cracked down underneath it. See, look, even though it's green, guys, it's still showing you red on this. That's what you have to be careful. And it's still having its zones of popping and going below underneath it. It's a pretty impressive indicator, actually. Let's pause this right now, just because there's a few indications that right off the top of the head what I would have looked at for sell-offs, right? But this indicator is kind of nailing them on the dot, right? No chart patterns really set up. This is pretty cool. This would have been confusing for a lot of just beginner traders, intermediate traders, etc., because they're not really seeing any positive trades that take, except this one forming, right? The double top. You see the double top getting ready to form, but I'm also seeing there's a double top right here, but I'm seeing a big support zone. Demand, there's demand right here. So in theory, I'm thinking that this is going to pop and break above this double top the way this is set up. So let's just see, because I'm seeing green blocks. It did. Let's see if it breaks over the double top and sells off right here, because this is what I would consider, because it's showing so much supply right here. There's a lot of supply. Okay, before it even came close, it did break above the double top, which was interesting. We broke above the double top, but before we came in, wait, but it still came right back to the huge order blocks on the bottom of the demand zone. Wow, it did not break this demand zone right here, but we have the huge, is it breaking? Yep, we're showing red. We are showing red. Are we going to break above it? Nope, we're showing red again. We're breaking underneath it. This is holding, but this is a very good buying opportunity right here. It's holding. Wow, this indicator is really accurate by LuxAlgo. ICT, right? Inversions, fair value gaps. This is insane, and it breaks above. But this is huge supply. So what's going to happen? Are we going to get a huge sell-off? What I'm going to go over is inversion.
Or
I
is it
think
gonna
that's the
convert
confusing
over to
part,
green?
what a lot of people don't understand.
It's
Basically,
breaking
normal
above.
traders
Well,
in
I
an
can see
environment
this.
where it's oversold or overbought when we're buying or selling in those scenarios, an inversion trader will do the complete opposite. That's the big
sold.
mix-up. So, so basically, guys, I want to go over what an inversion is. It's the complete opposite. When people are selling, they're buying. That's the method behind this trading strategy, and this is probably the confusion with ICT with that type of trade. But it works, right? When the market's at its all-time high and the market's at the all-time low, this concept would work. If you like this video, guys, please like and subscribe. Joe W. Trades for another fantastic video, guys. Thank you.